Hello, I'm Tim Smith with the Adams County Historical Society. And you know, I can't believe it, but it's been a year since we started our videos for Monuments Monday. And in the next few weeks, we have more monuments coming up about monuments, markers, and tablets in the town of Gettysburg. And we have a new series just getting ready to start here on Big Round Top, or as I like to call it, the other round top. So stay tuned in the next few weeks and enjoy our new videos. So another example of the reason that monuments might be moved around the battlefield is simply because of construction. If you compare this scene that we're standing in right here with old photographs of this monument. This is the monument to John Burns, by the way. It was placed here in 1902. It was dedicated in 1903. And you can see the road is at a slightly different angle. You can actually see the barn off to the right in older photographs of this monument too. So it's obvious when you look at the older monuments, it doesn't line up. Hello. I'm Tim Smith with the Adams County Historical Society, and welcome to our first edition of Monuments Monday. I thought we'd start by talking a little bit about Pennsylvania monuments on the battlefield. And you know, a lot of people ask about how many monuments there are, and it really depends upon how you count. The park generally tells people, and they've said this for years, there's about 1,300 monuments, markers, and tablets. But you know, if you count everything, there's well over 1,500. And again, there's a discrepancy about, you know, when to count things as monuments and when not to, especially when you get into markers and tablets. Today, we're going to talk about the strange story of the 4th Ohio Infantry Memorial. The story starts with this odd type of material that was used to design tombstones and monuments that became very popular in the 1880s. According to the Gettysburg compiler of December 30th, 1884, William N. Miller has now, in connection with his marble business, the sole right for the selling of the white bronze monuments and statuary in Adams County. These monuments are cast from pure New Jersey refined zinc and are warranted never to crumble or change color from weather or age. A specimen can be seen by calling at our marble yard on East Middle Street, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And so he took the opportunity in 1886 to record a series of views of the construction of the 1st Massachusetts Infantry Memorial. And here you can see in this image the monument stones being brought by a large wagon down the Emmitsburg Road towards this location. And we have a couple views here. In the second view, you can actually see the Rogers Orchard and the Rogers Barn in the background of this image. So it's taken not too far from us down the Emmitsburg Road. And on the side of the box on the wagon, you can actually read the Smith Granite Company from Westery, Rhode Island. And in other articles in 1886, it's obvious that a foreman of the laborers is a representative from the Smith Granite Company who probably traveled, I'm imagining, by train with the monuments that were being brought in and supervised the construction of the monument on the battlefield. Although I believe that they, for the most part, had a local construction crew helping them. I thought a good location would be what is generally referred to as the Loop, simply because the road put in this area in the 1890s loops around. Actually, this area is probably better known as the Stony Hill, a quote from General Kershaw's official report of the battle from South Carolina, the men that attacked this hill. According to Rufus Dawes of the 6th Wisconsin, whose marker we just visited, it is a troubled and dreamy sleep at best that comes to a soldier on the battlefield. About 1 o'clock at night, we had a great alarm. A man in the 7th Indiana Regiment, next on the right, cried so loudly in his sleep that he aroused all the troops in the vicinity. Springing up, half bewildered, I ordered my regiment to fall in, and a heavy fire of musketry broke out from all along the whole line of men. And we have some other accounts that confirm this nightmare in the 7th Indiana. I want to point out that when you look at the photographs, you can see the negative number. And of course, we have William Tipton's 1894 catalog, and you can look up those numbers and find the caption for them, as well as the date that these photographs were recorded. Now, before we go any further, let me just say that we only have a catalog that goes up to 1894, and it only lists photographs by the negative numbers with famous people or battlefield veterans in them. So stop sending me emails to a 1920s photograph with a negative number scratched in and ask me the names of the people in the photograph, because we don't have any such records. We get that a lot. When Captain Fuller was shot, he fell back into the arms of Private G.W. Whipple and soon after expired. Mr. Whipple has been here some days superintending the erection of the neat tablet, which was cut by Gettysburg granite by Mr. Charles William Ziegler of this place, and bears a bronze historical plaque. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the 88th Pennsylvania. So we had mentioned in a former video that the state of Pennsylvania, an act was passed in the state legislature in 1887 providing $1,500 for each regimental association from the state that was involved in the fighting. And some of those regimental associations had already placed monuments on the battlefield. Another rarely visited monument on the first day's battlefield is the advanced position marker for the 45th New York Infantry. On July 1st, 1863, as the 11th Army Corps came out from the town of Gettysburg, they sent a few companies on the skirmish line out towards the McLean barn. The Red Barn, which is really interesting that it's referred to as the Red Barn, and on an early map of the battlefield that was produced in 1863, the Ditterline map, the farm here was owned by Moses McLean at the time of the battle. And like many farms around the battlefield, he did not live at the farm. He owned the farm, and a tenant was living here. And Moses McLean, of course, was a very prominent Gettysburg lawyer, a former United States congressman, lived on Baltimore Street. But the 45th New York arrived here on the afternoon of the first day. They pushed forward. In their account, they actually mentioned that there was a skirmish line along the lane at the base of Oak Hill in front of the barn. What we really know about this unit, or most of what we know about the unit, comes from the speech given during the dedication ceremony of the main monument for the 45th New York back on Howard Avenue. But in the dedication speech, they mentioned that when O'Neill's Alabama Brigade charged out from the area near Oak Hill and came across to attack the Union position. They were enfiladed by a huge skirmish line thrown out by the 11th Army Corps, by Union artillery that was firing into the flank, and by the 90th Pennsylvania that was formed along the Mummersburg Road here that fired directly into them. And this attack was repulsed. And as the attack was repulsed, two companies of the 45th New York actually charged out into this area, and according to the account, got all the way to the McLean barn, captured a bunch of Alabama prisoners from O'Neill's brigade, and took them back to the rear. And this marker, even though it's called the advanced position marker, marks the advance to the lane. But, according to their account, at least a couple companies of their regiment got all the way to the barn and gathered up prisoners. That's about Philippi, or that's not how you say that. I wonder if, do I have an app? I don't have an app on my phone, but you get an app that tells you what weeds are. Mm-hmm. You just hold your phone up to it and it'll tell you. I wonder if Alexa will do it. Alexa, what does poison ivy look like? Or, I'm sorry, I have Siri on this. Information. She answered though.
Called her Alexa.
I know, I have Alexa at home. So I might cross over somewhat. You know what, Michaela? Sometimes people do have stupid questions. We'll just wait for this car to go by. It was loud. Okay, now we're ready.
You're good. Oh. Just go ahead. It's still recording. Go ahead.
Charles have been aware now.
Well, I mean, they'll be in the screen, but they won't be that bad.
Okay, as soon as this...
across the highway last week.
As soon as this third one goes by, we'll be all right. To confirm some of the information that Theodore McGower's... Coincidentally, I have two other friends that have recently found So remember, if you enjoy the content we put on our YouTube, I'm not doing very well today, but he and his other brother, he and his Caroline, okay, Caroline, okay.
Just go ahead again.
Carolyn. The Littlestown tour, how did I mess that up? Eddie Plank was signed by the Philadelphia Carolyn Louisa Ziegler Stein was born in Gettysburg on November 29th, 1859.
Wait, Tim, we're doing Myra Colt.
I know.
Oh.
I'm doing two of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Because this is the one I'm not sure where she's buried.
Oh, okay.
See, if they were buried with their family, like Myra never marries, she's buried with her parents. Okay. On somebody, but not too badly.
Did you pre-pick that?
Yes, I did. Okay. Although somebody came by and slammed my drawer shut on me. Throughout her 3-day vigil, the little dog went without food and probably without sleep. She was weak and the little dog went without food and probably without sleep. She was weak and the little dog was emaciated. Throughout her 3-day vigil, the little dog went without food and probably without sleep. She was weak and emaciated. Hello? Oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't leave that on the table. There's no reason I had to sit that on the table. It's in very. I want to start that over. I didn't like the whole thing.
Just want to start the whole thing over?
Yeah, I'll just start over. Hello. Let me start that over again. Let it go. Well, again, if you like our content we put on our YouTube channel, please like and subscribe.
Can you film the outro again? Just because.
Oh, you didn't like that? I think we just roll with it.
Okay.
It'll be a little joke amongst our people. And today I'd like to talk about the Pennsylvania Keystone markers. The Pennsylvania Keystone markers were created by the state of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Department of Highway. Whoop, it fell over. It fell over there, Vivek. What's that?
I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Why don't you move the camera over a little bit? That clip is not holding right?
I'm not sure because I locked it again, but it seems to. Okay. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it looks like pull it up a little more. Now the other one might be a little off. There's a little circle near the hole, the little dot near the circle on the level. Okay. Hello again. Should I say it like that?
Yes.
Do it put people out?
I think it's good.
Okay. I can't. I have to say the same thing because you're making a bobblehead doll that says hello. Okay. The murder. The last word. Let me start again. I'll cut that and we'll start again. Let me find my page and then it'll be a lot easier for me. At the trial, one of the... I'll tell you who's going to disagree with that. I am going to disagree with that. Are we ready for the test? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Do you see the things?
Do it again.
Testing, testing, testing.
Again?
Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. No wind here. Testing, 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 testing. They're going to push the button. Testing, testing, testing.
Hello, I'm Tim Smith, the Adams County Historical Society.
Hello.
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 Hello, I'm Tim Smith.
Hello, I'm Tim Smith with the Adams County Historical Society, and welcome to our first edition of Monuments Monday. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello.